Blessings, everyone. I hope you are all doing very well as we step into the end of this first week of June. June is a very intense month, to say the least, just right out the gate energetically. And don't forget, if you are maybe looking for some assistance with any kind of symptoms you might be dealing with, or those high energy spikes, especially at night, might want to check out my video on the symptom support, tools and strategies you can use. I basically share everything that I do to give myself a bit of a break and help alleviate some of the tired and wired feelings that can come up during these big energy storms that we have been going through. In this video, however, we are talking about updates to weekly content and what new stuff is also already online and what is already going to work here. First of all, if you haven't seen it yet, I have brought back monthly astrology, and you can already see the monthly astrology for June on my main channel page. It's an all-in-one astrology video, which, that style that I use where you open the down bar and you see what areas of life are actually getting impacted, where all the action is taking place. In the down bar below, you check your sun and your rising sign, and then, you listen to the video. That allows me to go a lot deeper with the content as opposed to maybe fragmenting or compartmentalizing my thoughts and things like that. And so you can get a really deep read, a really good understanding of where it all is, so to speak, this month. And that video is, yes, fairly long, because of the fact that we are talking about every planetary move plus the solar eclipse and the full moon in Capricorn. And so it is broken up into chapters as well, so you don't have to look at an entire hour's worth of content all at once. You can come back, you can click through. It's broken up into thirds. But monthly content is back. And so if you are interested in that or you haven't seen it, you might want to go check it out. When it comes to weekly tarot and weekly astrology, first off, weekly astrology has been on my Patreon. And so if you are curious about what is going on with the week ahead, in the weekly astrology, we do the all-in-one format, and we talk about transits and aspects, how planets are interacting over the coming week. Of course, we cover everything right in the all-in-one format, where you can see what signs, what areas of life are getting activated by these moves, and we do go very deep. So it's a very thorough read of the astrology for the coming week. That's going to be coming out here either today or tomorrow. It usually comes out Friday or Saturday. And when it comes to tarot, for those that might be wondering what's happening, is that gone forever? What is going on just in general there? I've actually done two things with that. One, I have brought back the build your own spread, and I am doing weekly general reads for the 4-sign families: earth, air, fire, water. And that's on Patreon as well. And so what you get with those is you get, of course, the typical 5-card spread, but in the build a spread, you build your own, and there are instructions in the down bar beneath the video. I actually go through a whole ceremony, of course not on camera, where I am charging and blessing the cards to present the 20 most consistent themes of the following week. And then as you go through the instructions, you get clear, you select your cards, and then you scroll down and you actually see the interpretations that I provide for each card. And so that'll help you get an idea of a personal experience, a much more personal reading than anything you can get with just sort of a general for thousands of people kind of read. And if you do want the general elements, sort of what's going on in the weather, that is also available. So you get the best of both worlds. And I have decided to do that all on Patreon for a couple of reasons. One, I'm actually doing a lot of that in type. I'm actually finding that it's a really good flow for me to write it out. Plus, it makes it easier for people who might not necessarily have English as their first language, and the captions and the translators sometimes on videos are not the best. Two, for those of you that have been missing content of mine, because apparently this last year and a half, A lot of people are just not seeing things that I post, whether it's not showing up in the subscription feed, or maybe they're just resorting to the search bar and it's not showing up at all, or they don't have an account, so therefore they're not subscribed. With Patreon, you are getting alerts. If you want the phone app, you can get alerts. You get alerts every time I post something, whether it's a spread, a horoscope, whenever I go live, anything that you are basically feeling like you're missing out on, you don't have to miss out on that. It's only $5 minimum pledge per month to have access to the Build a Spread, the Elemental Spreads, the Tuesday Lives, the Weekly Astrology. You get 10% off any service that I provide, right, when it comes to readings, soul strategy sessions, or energy healings, and access to the Astrology Crash Course series. So if you really want that content, and you really enjoy that content, you got to sign up for Patreon. Follow the link in the down bar below. I will, of course, continue to put monthly astrology and tarot up here on YouTube, as well as my non-astrology, non-horoscope content, such as those energy assistance videos, spiritual guidance videos, and even as a patron, you're going to have access to early releases. You get to see things before they come out here on YouTube. The Friday to Friday Elemental Tarot is up, and so is the Build-A-Spread right now. So you might want to go and check that out. I'll put links in the down bar below. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I hope to see you on the lives sometime on Tuesday. And also, again, the weekly astrology will be coming out here this weekend. So you guys take care. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I will see you all again very soon.